Ready? Alright. Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny, and this is Creating Crafts with Jenny. And I am finally finished with my Temu, and what am I finished with? What am I done with? My Temu and Amazon paint by number. Yes, I am done with them. I will show pictures of them, of what the finished product looks like. And I think I'll probably run some footage of me finished. I didn't film me painting the last little bits of them, like the touch-ups and all that stuff, and finishing up the background and stuff like that. I didn't film that. But I will show some footage. I'll probably be showing it right here as I'm talking about them. And I'll make sure that the footage shows whether it's a Temu or Amazon footage, so you kind of know. So what do I have to say? Of the two, and this was not planned. As you guys know, I buy probably more than I should paint by numbers. And purely by accident, I bought the same print. One from Amazon and one from Temu. I love succulent plants, so that's probably not a surprise. So when I received them, I was like, this looks familiar, that sort of thing. Come to find out, yeah, the print looks similar to each other, but the print themselves was not the same. And painting them was completely different. The paints were different, and the company was different. A lot of time, well, I don't say a lot of times. Sometimes companies buy from the same backers, that sort of thing. So there's like this big paint by number company, and then there's these companies that buy it and then they sell it to other companies, that sort of thing. So that's why sometimes you see multiple prints on multiple selling venues, because there's this big company that has paint by numbers, and then there's these little companies that come along and say, okay, I want to sell paint by numbers, and then they feed them out to everybody, that sort of thing. So that's why sometimes you see that happen. But these two were different. The paints were different. The prints were different. And like I said, I'll show you pictures of what they look like when they were done. Both of them were, I was really challenged in regards to the numbers showing through. I could have removed the numbers, and it was one of those things where it was like, you just kind of get tired of removing the numbers after a while. It's like, goodness gracious, and then putting coat after coat after coat. I did do the gesso halfway through to see if that would help. It really did not help all that much. I tried that flooding technique. That kind of helped a little bit, but then when it dried, it really didn't look all that fantastic. The Temu was probably the best of the two. I'll just say that. It started out well. Midway through, it was challenging. I did put some Floetrol and some of the paints to see if I could keep them kind of going, that sort of thing. It was just, by the end, I was glad that it was done. I think the paints were challenged towards the end. Yeah, that's just the way it goes sometimes. it's hard, I think, to see a paint by number by the end of its life span as you're painting to still hang in there and the paints hang in there and say, yeah, I'm here with you till the end and still be in good condition. It just is. I know. But, you know, we're opening and shutting those pods. There's air getting to them. You know, the brush has been in there. The brush has been in water. It's been cleaned off, that sort of thing. So it's been exposed to a lot of different conditions. And then we try to put chemicals in it, and sometimes that helps, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah. So anyway. But anyway, I'm done. So there's that. And like I said, I'll be running some footage here of me painting some of that. So there's that. Alright, so I just wanted to do a little bit of a wrap up and to say that I was done with the Temu and the Amazon, and I'll let you know what the name of the companies were, the Temu company and the Amazon company that I bought these from. Yeah, I was out there on social media, and somebody said they bought a paint by number from Temu, and they didn't like it, so they just threw it away, and that was it. They were never going to buy from Temu anymore. And I did ask them. I'm like, what was the name of the company that you bought it from? Because that's not really fair to Temu to say, hey, I bought something from Temu, but I didn't like it, so I'm not going to buy anymore. Because Temu's just the middleman. That's not, you know, they're the kind of like the banker, so to speak. So anyway. So having said that, they didn't reply. I'm like, okay, whatever. All right, so I'm gonna get off here, and I think I need to cook dinner. I don't smell food in the house. I don't think the husband's cooking right now. So I need to get off here and cook dinner. So what do I always tell you guys? Go out there, be absolutely awesome, do your thing, and I'll see you in my next video. Talk to you soon. Bye.